Ano pong reaksyon ng ating military tungkol dito, ng ating taga-Department of National Defense? Sobra ng pang-api at pang-abuso ginagawa sa atin ng China. Kaya nga po, kayo sa military, wag po kayong bumili ng mga computers na galing po sa China. Please lang, wag po talaga. Yung mga personal po ninyo, wag din po bumili ng mga cellphone from China. Hindi po. Yeah. Bumili na kayo. Wala pong i-endorso na brand. Wag lang pong China. So baka pwede yung mga telecom facilities pagbawal na po muna ilagay sa ating military camps just because meron po nangyari sigalot sa ating bansa ngayon between China and the Philippines. I hate to be makulit pero please lang pakibaklas na po yung mga computers na galing China na ngayon ay nasa military facilities, military properties, pakialis, remove immediately, and then ito pong pasilidad na China po ang nag-construct, telecommunication facility, kung pwede ho, i-cancel na po yung contract at paalisin na po. Siguro this is one way to show this Chinese government, na binubuli nyo kami, ito yung kapalit na hindi kami papayag na hanggang ba naman sa loob ng lupa namin nakapasok kayo. Hanggang dyan lang kayo sa laot pero wag na dito sa loob ng Pilipinas.
Sobrang nakakagulat na balita. Grabe, Senator Raffy Tulfo, iginanti na tayo sa China. Sinabing iba-band niya ang made in China dito para mapalayas niya mga Chekwa. Ayon sa nakalap nating impormasyon, galit na galit sa China si Idol Raffy Tulfo. Matapos sabihin high blood na siya sa mga Chekwa, sobra-sobra na daw kasi ang ginagawang pangbabastos nila dito, bigyan daw natin ng dala ang mga Chekwa. Ay ban daw natin lahat ng made in China dito, tapos palayasin din daw natin sila. Hindi man tayo makaganti sa pangbobomba ginawa sa atin ng mga Chino, ito na ang ganti ni Senator Raffy Tulfo sa kanila. Tara panoorin natin.
Yung pinaka-recent, nakita ko sa group chat natin na itong Chinese Coast Guard na naman, inisprehan ng tubig, binomba ng tubig yung ating Coast Guard din.
Coast Guard.
Ano pong reaksyon ng ating military tungkol dito, ng ating taga-Department of National Defense? Yeah. Parang paulit-ulit na lang po to at sobra ng pang-api at pang-abuso ginagawa sa atin ng China. Any reaction from the AFP and from the DND?
Maybe the AFP is just beside you, Senator Raffy.
Yeah. Kasi nakita ko yung video, na-high blood po ako. Grabe po yun. Nagdi-deliver lang po ng supply, nire-supply lang po natin Philippine Coast Guard. Yung pong mga sundalo natin nakabase sa isang lugar doon sa pinag-contest na territory, binomba po ng tubig nitong Coast Guard ng China. Meron na ho bang Chinese Coast Guard? Binomba po yung ating Philippine Coast Guard. May reaction na ho ba yung DND tungkol doon? Nakapag-issue na ba, Mr. Chair, yung ating DND? Did they issue any statement? I haven't read it.
Asikdi?
Mr. Chair, the AFP last Saturday issued a statement of condemnation, Mr. Chair, condemning the excessive and unlawful actions against the Philippine Coast Guard, Mr. Chair. The DND shares the same position, Mr. Chair.
Hanggang condemnation na lang tayo, Senator.
Oo nga, wala tayong kakayahan kasing lumaban.
Hanggang mag-file tayo diplomatic protest that is always falling in deaf ears.
Ipasa Diyos na lang natin siguro, Mr. Chair. Magdasal, mag-pray na lang tayo na sana one of these days maawang Panginoon at hindi na maulit yun. Anyway, aside from condemnation from the DND, wala ho kayong ginagawang pakikiusap sa inyong counterparts sa China para sabihin sa kanila, hey, this is too much. Diba? Or siguro next time, I don't know, ayoko lang magkaroon tayo ng confrontation between China and the Philippines, Philippine military and the Chinese military. Alam ko naman parang elepante at langgam lang tayo, elepante sila. Pero is it possible na kapag nag-resupply yung ating Philippine Coast Guard ng mga pagkain sa mga katropa natin, escortan po ng ating Philippine Navy? Would that help? Para maging kahit papaano mapigilan itong Philippine Coast Guard na apihin itong Chinese Coast Guard, apihin yung ating Philippine Coast Guard. kung meron
Your
silang
Honor, Your
escort
Chair.
na taga-Philippine Navy.
Opo. Your Honor, Your Chair. Actually, every time we make the RORE or the resupply to our troops in Ayungin, the boats, the civilian boats we use are escorted by the Coast Guard and then the Philippine Navy. Every time we do that.
So yung nangyaring pong yun, meron pong escort po yung Philippine Coast Guard.
Yes.
Escort na po yun. Tapos kaya,
Escort.
oh,
Yes, sir. And aside from that, aside from the strong condemnation, actually the counterpart, our DAFA in China is also sending aggressive message against the people in China of the illegal actions of the Chinese Coast Guard. Sa level po nila, meron tayong very strong statements against the illegal act of the Chinese Coast Guards. And aside from that, the diplomatic protest is always being carried out by, of course, DFA, fully supported by the Department of Defense.
I'm sure kayo po ay nakikipag-usap na sa inyong counterpart sa Chinese government. Ano usually po ang binibigyan nilang reason kung bakit nila nagawa yun, nagawa ng kanilang mga tauhan yun?
Actually po, sir, it is the Department of Foreign Affairs doing the dialogue with the Chinese.
Okay.
Do you have any representative from the Department of Foreign Affairs? Yes. You may answer the question of Senator Rafi.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Senators. Gusto ko lang pong ipaalam na yung Department of Foreign Affairs po kasama ng National Task Force on the West Philippine Sea. Meron ho tayong interagency task force. Meron hong importanteng press briefing na igaganap today, this afternoon. At yung ating National Security Advisor ho na siyang chair ay magbibigay ho ng statement to clarify ano ho yung nangyari at kung ano ho yung ating ginagawa ngayon. So I would not like ho to preempt what the National Security Advisor will be saying this afternoon, but we would just like to reassure ho the body that sa DFA and the other members of the National Task Force are fully aware of the reports and the circumstances that have happened. And we share the concerns of our armed forces of the Philippines and the PCG who were directly affected by the incident. And we also, more importantly, the service personnel affected. Yung DFA ho, we are undertaking all diplomatic measures with regards to this incident, and we will provide, it's ongoing ho ngayon, Senator, both in our embassy in Beijing and here in the DFA. We are coordinating ho with our relevant counterparts, and we will provide updates ho, this afternoon on what has been done so far.
Ang tinatanong kasi ni Senator Rafi, because of the repeated Chinese incursions within our territory, nakapag-dialogo na ba kayo sa inyong Chinese counterparts before? Yes, no, at kung ano ba ang sinasabi ng inyong Chinese counterparts during your dialogues? Kasi madalas na itong nagkakaroon ng Chinese incursions.
The Philippines, we reiterate our position na the features that are in the West Philippine Sea are one, they are part of our, they fall under, we have sovereignty, sovereign rights, and jurisdiction over these features.
Hindi niyo ba sinasabi sa China, oy, lumayas na kayo dyan, huwag na kayo makialam dito
sir,
sa...
Sir, we convey ho the position na these are sa atin po to, no? And of course, the Chinese will convey their position na they will convey that they also have their rights and jurisdiction. So we at every opportunity ho, we reassert and re-emphasize po our sovereignty, sovereign rights, and jurisdiction.
Senator Raffy.
Oh, okay na ako doon, Mr. Chair, thank you. Meron lang inabot sa akin note, isa sa mga staff ko, nga naalala ko, meron lang po ang katanungan dito ngayon. Kasi noong 2022, the Philippine government canceled a 12 billion peso contract, yung purchase ng 16 Russian-made helicopters, dahil nga po doon sa naging issue sa Russia and Ukraine. Now, meron pa tayo, dapat tayong ma-recover na down payment na ibigay natin yung down payment doon sa mga nasabing helicopter na 1.9 billion pesos. Is there a way na ma-recoup pa natin yun, mababawi? Ano pong status ng down payment na yun? Mababawi pa ba yun or sa kanila na lang yung perang yun? And then, how will our proposed bills prevent future incidents like this? Yung 1.9 billion po, ano na pong status noon? Yung naibigay na po doon sa Russia para sa mga helicopters dapat nila. Sayang din po yun, malaking pera din po yung 1.9 billion. Marami rin pong pwedeng mapaglaanan yung pondong yun. Sana kung mababawi. 1.9 billion pesos po. Pesos.
Your Honor, we are currently exploring all our options on how we can recoup the 1.9 billion pesos advance payment po ito. 15% po ito nung total contract involving the 16 MI-17 helicopters po. Sa ngayon po, ni-refer na din po namin yung matter sa OSG for further study kasi po andyan po yung posibilidad na magkakasuhan po kung sakasakali po i-terminate natin. Kasi po sinimulan na po natin yung proseso kung paano po natin i-terminate yung buong kontrata.
Okay. So, ano po ang binibigyan na reason ng the other side sa Russia kung bakit po nagmamatigas sila at nilang basta ibigyan na lamang yung 1.9 billion pesos samantalang hindi naman sila kapag-deliver?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, ang isa po sa mga rason na ibinibigay po nila is kasi po may mga naggawa na po sila. Ongoing production na po. Actually, Your Honor, it was only in September that we were able to convey the suspension of works. Yung September lang po natin sila napatigil sa pagbuo ng mga helicopter, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So ano po mga measures na ginagawa natin in place kung meron man na para hindi na maulit itong ganitong klase insidente? Na kung saan nag-advance payment tayo and then of course all of a sudden mag-withdraw tayo and then hindi natin mababaw yung pera. Are there some measures, Mr. Chair, na ma-prevent na itong ganitong klaseng sitwasyon?
Siguro you can provide that in the contract between the Philippine government and the other government concerned. Wala ba sa kontrata yun? Just in case, katulad nga, biglang nag-cancel ng purchase itong Philippine government. Wala tayong safety net, wala tayong habol.
Mr.
Kasi
Chair,
sasabihin lang talaga ng Russia na, hindi, ginagawa na namin. Kahit hindi ginagawa, hindi naman natin alam. Hindi naman natin malalaman kung talagang ginagawa na nila. Di ba? We have no...
Kahit na ginawa na nila, Mr. Chair, pwede naman nila ibenta yung sa iba. O pwede lang gamitin sa sarili nila.
We have no knowledge kung talagang nagsisinungaling sila o nagsasabi sila ng totoo kung talagang ginagawa na nila yung helicopter. Sulugi talaga yung Pilipinas. So, we have to have safety nets under the contract between the Philippine government and the Russian government. Meron bang provision dun sa contract na yan? Ano ba nakasaad sa contract? Because I am not privy to it.
Yes, Mr. Chair, meron naman po. In fact, Mr. Chair, it was the Philippine government who terminated the contract, Mr. Chair. Now, Mr. Chair, when we terminate it, we invoke the termination for convenience na hindi na po siya feasible. Hindi na po feasible implementa yung kontrata sa ngayon, sir. Mr. Chair. Now, there's also this principle of quantum meruit. Yung sinasabi po nila na kung ano na po yung nagawa, maaari po nating makuha na. So, yun nga po, as mentioned in...
Meron bang representative sa inyo na pumunta sa Russia para tingnan kung talaga may ginagawa? At kung meron totoo naman, meron silang ginagawa na, naumpisa na, pwede naman natin kunin.
Sa ngayon po, Mr. Chair, wala pa pong...
Mr. Chair, siguro yung sinasabi niya, kung ano yung nabayaran, yun ang pwedeng kunin. So,
Yes.
Yung mga LEC lang kukunin mo.
Actually, Your Honor, mayroon na po silang mga pinadalang litrato na nagawa na po nila. In fact, prior to the assumption of Secretary Teodoro, Mr. Chair, then OIC Galvez approved a trip to Russia to inspect kung ano nga po ba talaga yung nagawa na.
So what happened to that inspection? Sabi niyo, may pumunta si Secretary Galvez sa China, sa Russia, kung ano na talaga nagawa. So ano po yung mga nagawa na base doon sa ginawa nila inspection?
Your Honor, hindi pa po na tutuloy yung trip to Russia. Ano pa lang po yun? Inaprubahan pa lang po ni Secretary Galvez during that time.
So wala nung kayong balak na pumunta doon para tingnan kung ano talaga yung nagawa na. Para kung sakali man nagawa na, di pwede na natin kunin yung mga helicopter para hindi natin magpahirapan pa kapalit nung sa advance payment para makwits na lang.
Well noted, Your Honor, that we'll consult with the Honorable Secretary.
Magkano binayad natin is 1.9 billion. Magkano isang helicopter na supposedly gagawin nila? Do you have any ballpark figure that you can relate to us?
Around 800, more or less. 800 million.
800 million.
Ang isang helicopter?
Pesos. Isang helicopter.
Yes. Kasi po, Mr. Chair, the whole contract is around 12 billion. It involves
800
16
million at 1.9 billion yung binayad natin. Pwede tayong dalawang helicopter na ayos.
At diba? Bakit napakamahal po? 800 million, anong klaseng helicopter po ito?
Heavy lift.
Okay.
60-seater, Antonov? MI? 60-seater?
Transport helicopter.
Ano to? Assault helicopter?
Transport. It's geared towards HADR po, yung Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief, supposedly.
Okay. So, tama si Senator Jinggoy, kung 1.9 ang in-advance natin, 800 ang bawat isa na helicopter na binibenta ng Russia. So, pwede tayo makuha ng dalawa. Humila na lang tayo ng dalawang helicopter na doon na nagawa na. Para medyo mabawasan naman.
Is that feasible? Is that possible?
Mr. Chair, the department is currently exerting all efforts, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sabi niyo po na nasa korte arbitration. Anong korte po ito?
Wala pa po siya. Should we decide to formally terminate the contract, ang pag-uusapan po dito is magkano.
So hindi pa terminated yung contract?
We conveyed the
kasi sabi niyo kanina, Sec, nasa korte na yung pagkaintindi ko. So wala pa pala sa korte.
Pinag-aaralan pa lang po in the event na dumating po tayo.
Pag-aaralan, so kailan po natin malalaman matatapos yung pag-aaral?
Kasi po, Your Honor, we are exerting all efforts to reach an amicable settlement. Kasi po, kung sakali pong dumating po tayo sa arbitration, gastos din po, karagdagan gastos din po yun on our end.
Pero ano pong pinaka-status? Ano pong sinasabi nila? Are they cooperative? Are they okay ba sa kanila na later on, igugo na lang nila yung i-release yung ilang mga helicopters ang nagawa nila para mabawas doon sa down payment natin? O nagmamatigas sasabihin nila, hindi na pwede, kayo ang umatras, kung ano pa mga reason nila. Dahil kung ganon, lugi po tayo ng 1.9. Kasi sabi mo nasa korte na, wala pa pala sa korte. So kailan kayo makapagbigay sa amin ng definite time na para malaman natin yung tunay na estado ng 1.9 billion in terms of yung pera na yun ay mababalik na sa atin?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, sa ngayon po, tuloy-tuloy po yung consultations between the Russian counterpart and the DND.
Okay, so far po, ano pong may nagbubunga na ho ba yung consultation na yun?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, so as not to preempt the conduct of ongoing consultations, Mr. Chair, may we be allowed to brief the honorable senators in an executive session? Kung maaari po sana.
Executive session.
Why not?
Mr. Chair, hindi lang niya masabi kung ginamit na sa Ukraine, hindi wala na tayong makakuha ron.
Pero, Mr. Asek Eric D., may pag-asa pa ba? Kasi matagal na ito eh. May pag-asa pa ba mo ba yung pera? Or mukhang malabo na kailangan magkorte pa? Kasi kung buti naman ang siyam-siyam at wala pa rin talaga nangyari, it's better na, sabi kanina Senator Jinggoy, isang ayon talaga ako doon, maghila na lang tayo ng dalawang helicopter nila, nagawa na. Para quits. Is that something na pwedeng, naka-include ba yun sa contract? O kung wala man sa contract, pwede ba yung parang pag-uusap na lang between two countries para mabawi man lang yung perang nawala sa atin? Or 1.9 billion na mukhang mawawala na kung hindi tayo gagawa ng anumang hakbang?
Your Honor, Your Chair, we can probably give you a clearer answer in a executive session.
Okay,
Thank
I
you,
respect
sir.
that.
Maybe in the next hearing, we'll... Senator Francis?
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Rafi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just I apologize for being late. Kanina nandito ako. I attended a meeting with Lieutenant Colonel Tammy Duckworth. Tammy Duckworth is now the incumbent senator from Illinois. She is a member of the Armed Services Committee of the U.S. Senate. Tatapos lang po doon sa 6th floor. A lot of issues were discussed concerning a relationship with the United States, among others. But, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask a specific question which has been lingering on my mind for the last several weeks. And perhaps the DND officers here can answer me. Since 2008, as we speak now, meron tayong dalawang kadete na nasa U.S. Naval Academy sa Annapolis. Pilipino. Meron akong dating tao, nandun naman ngayon sa Fort Rucker, Alabama, the training. Since 2008, nag-stop na tayo tumanggap ng counterpart cadets from the United States going to the Philippine Military Academy. You can confirm this later. Nagtataka ako, tuwing meron tayong, Mr. Chairman, tuwing meron tayong Commission on Appointments hearing, yung binabasa kong makakapal na folder, ang dami tayong mga military officers, O6, even majors, nang dumaan sila, graduate ng Beijing Military Academy. Nag-aaral sa China, PLA Military Academy. Can you confirm this? We have stopped accepting cadets from the United States since 2008. Now we're sending our cadets, PMA graduates or cadets, to the Beijing Military Academy. Ano pong dahilan nito? Tinigil natin yung ating pagtanggap ng kadete galing Amerika. Nagpapadala tayo ng kadete sa US Air Force Academy, US Naval Academy sa Annapolis, sa West Point. Subalit hindi tayo tumatanggap ng kadete galing sa Amerika, nagpapadala naman tayo ng kadete sa Beijing Military Academy sa China. Ano hong rationalin to? And hindi ko lang tinatanong pag may Commission on Appointments hearing, pero nakikita ko doon sa mga biodata, graduate ng Beijing. Paano nangyari to? Can somebody explain this? Doon tayo sa may treaty at ally natin, hindi tayo tumatanggap. Yung naghaharas sa atin sa West Philippine Sea, pinapadala naman natin yung mga kadete natin galing PMA. Can somebody explain the rationale behind this? Kanina hindi ko na ni-raise si Senator Tammy Duckworth, putol yung dalawang paa niya, na RPG yan sa Iraq, helicopter pilot yan ng Iraq War, Senator from Illinois, kaalis lang ng building na to. So, can somebody explain this, na paano nag-stop tayo noong 2008, tapos nagpapadala naman tayo sa Beijing Military Academy? DND?
Sir, Your Honor.
Is that correct? Background information that I got?
I think so, Your Honor.
What do you mean you think so? Tama.
Right, Your Honor.
Wala na tayong tinatanggap na, kasi nung araw, may mga general serving the U.S. Army, graduate ng PMA.
Yes, sir.
Meron mga admirals, commodores, graduate ng Philippine Military Academy. Nag-aaral dito. Tayo naman, di ba, ang dami na nang napag-graduate natin sa Annapolis, sa West Point, etc., etc. Pero ngayon, pinapag-graduate natin sa Beijing Military Academy. Tama yun?
Your Chair, before I retired from the service, I was superintendent of PMA. And I asked that question also. Why U.S. is stopped sending cadets to
When did you
PMA.
retire, sir?
2013, sir.
2013. Wala pa si Rohen. Wala pa, hindi pa siya ano doon sa PMA. Hindi pa.
Kailan lang po? 89, sir.
Okay, sige. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, sir. And they said the U.S. stopped sending cadets to us. But other countries like Singapore, they continue to send cadets to PMA. Also Malaysia, they sent cadets to PMA. But I think recently, they're no longer sending cadets.
There must be a reason. So, because of that, I need another reason why you are now sending cadets to the Beijing Military Academy. Interoperable ba yung ano natin, yung doctrine natin doon sa trade doc na pasok sa Chinese military doctrine? So, paano yan? Naguguluhan ako doon. Simulang magpadala sa Beijing Military Academy ng cadets. Baka
Your Honor,
Chinese na yung salita. No, pagbalik dito.
We will check and we will ask.
But is that true? Is that correct? May mga kadete tayo. As we speak now.
I heard about it, Your Honor.
So, meron tayong magiging mga general na graduate ng Beijing. Di ba? Meron. Tapos, at the same time, meron din tayong mga pinadadala sa tuloy-tuloy, sa Annapolis, tuloy-tuloy. Tumigil naman tayo sa... Can you provide this committee, there must be a reason why they stop sending cadets coming from the United States. Can you provide this, may hearing pa naman to, Mr. Chairman, can you provide this committee a concrete, black and white reason why they stop? There must be a reason. Hindi naman dahil walang visa yun. There must be a reason. And then, can you provide this committee a reason why we started sending cadets to the Beijing military? I don't know if that's the correct name for that military institution.
We will do that.
Are we requiring them or encouraging our cadets to study at the Beijing Military Academy?
I have
Because
no
I
idea.
think this is quite alarming, no? And this is the first time I heard the news coming from Senator Tolentino. Are we encouraging them to study in the Military Academy of Beijing?
Your Honor, I cannot answer that. I have to find out the reason why they are sending cadets to China.
Who is in
We
charge?
will,
Who is in charge this? J9? Sino in charge?
No, J8. Your
J8,
Honor.
J8.
J8, Your Honor.
So may allowance yun. May allowance din yun sa Chinese government.
I'm sure, yes,
May
sir.
allowance yun. May billeting, lodging, accommodation yun. May patch yun pag graduate ka ng ano. And you must learn likewise to sing the national anthem. The People's Republic of China. Alarming, indeed. Mr. Chairman, sa Cebuano, salita doon, nalipong, nahilo. So, I think this has to be explained. This has to be explained. A lot of our young, we are promoting ROTC. We're about to revive ROTC. Yung pala, meron tayong pinapadala naman doon sa, magulo to, Mr. Chairman. They're not there to not just to learn Chinese culinary and even use chopsticks. Di ba? Iba yung doktrina siguro doon. I just raised that, Mr. Chairman, for the information of this committee.
Thank you for providing this vital information, and I'm as surprised as you are, because I don't think, or I don't know if the Defense Department or the AFP are encouraging our cadets to study. Yes,
because I read an article. That's part of what we call Chinese promoting influence globally. Nandiyan yung sa entertainment. Kung mapansin mo, may mga pelikulang American na may Chinese influence. Nandiyan yung sa education at sa ngayon military. Nandiyan pa yung BRI, yung Belt Road Initiative. Ayan na nakikita na natin very clearly na talagang kumakalat na yung influence ng China. So itong na masakit po. Itong muti nga, sinabi to ni Senator Tolentino na pati yung military natin, may infiltrate na nila pamagitan ng pagbibigyan ng free education sa mga generals natin. And then what happens after mag-graduate yung mga generals dyan, may utang na loob sa China at doon sila natuto about Chinese influence and Chinese cultures. Baka na mga bandang huli makalimutan magkanta ng Bayang Magilyo at ang alam na yung national anthem ng China. This is very alarming. So my question to Yusek Espino, alam niyo na po pala, bakit hindi niyo po pinatitigil? This has to stop.
Your Honor, Your Chair, I was...
Sorry po, makasing pa. Sampal po to sa atin. Binubuli po tayo ng China and yet yung ating mga military natin walang magawa. Tapos ngayon, yung mga military natin na hindi kayang harapin ang China para sabihin stop, pinapadala natin sa China para mag-aral. So parang sampal po sa atin to. Yusek, sir.
I agree. Totally agree, Your Honor. I was given a note a while ago. Only CGSC and MNSA counterparts were availed of by officers of the armed forces. I have to check if there are cadets sent to China Academy.
So,
wala pa pong confirmation. GSC counterparts and
so mga Lieutenant
MNSA.
Colonel to.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Punta sa China.
Yes,
so totoo, di ba? Whether
yes,
cadets or mas mataas to, ano na to?
Yes, sir. For senior officers.
Hindi naman siguro 1 week lang to, di ba? Visiting the Great Wall, visiting
normally
other sites.
1 year course, sir.
1 year.
CGSC is 1 year course.
Alam niyo po, Mr. Chair, hindi sa pagyabang, I won't mention who the Chief of Staff then was. Nung battalion commander po ako sa reserve, may parada sa Aguinaldo. Ako yung maglilid sa parade. Sabi, baguhin niyo yung steps niyo. Ang pinagawa sa akin noon, yung goose steps. Sabi ko, saan natin nakuha ito? Sa China. Yung matataas, sir, yung hakbang. Ginaya natin yun, di ba? Nag-goose steps tayo. Ilang years tayo nag-goose steps. Ang hirap no, sumakit yung bewang ko.
Yes, sir. That was during the time of the late Senate.
Huwag na ba? Kaibigan natin yun. No. So again, yung mga influence na ganito, hindi natin maalis eh. Nagmamarcha naman tayo. God bless his soul. Nagmamarcha naman tayo ng maayos. Pero ginaya natin yung marcha ng China. Yung dahan-dahan na matataas na ganon.
Paano yung mga pandak?
Alin po?
Paano makakalukso yung mga pandak?
Naku, nahirapan lahat. So, sir, I just raised this point. So, para yung increment, but we need the report for the committee. The reasons for the two. Bakit nag-stop yung US cadets sa PMA? Bakit tayo nagpapadala? Exchange ba to? Do we have MNSA GSC Chinese counterparts attending?
That was the note given to me, sir. Yes.
Merong uma-attend sa atin.
Yes, sir.
So may access din sila sa grounds and records natin that has to be re-evaluated. So nakatira din sila sa Aguinaldo?
As of now, sir, wala po kung alam na Chinese nag-undergo ng
GSC,
MNSA.
Okay.
May I suggest, Mr. Chair, Senator Trentino, with your indulgence, na siguro itigil na muna natin any dealings dito sa China in terms of military exchange, especially the fact na meron nangyaring sigalot between China and the Philippines at yung pambubuli ng Chinese sa military, sa ating mga militar dito. So wag muna kasi kung ipagpapatuloy natin yan, yung mga military natin, Lieutenant Colonel, papadala sa Beijing Military Academy, parang insulto po yun. Can we put a stop to it? Put a break right away? Marami pa namang ibang academy na pwedeng padalhan. Bakit sa Beijing pa na kung saan they're perceived as enemies just because they've been bullying us for a long, long time?
Yes, Your Honor. I will go to inform the SND about it.
Third question, with the permission of the Chair. It's not just the armed forces of the Philippines, but the Philippine National Police as well. They're sending cadets. to Beijing. Can you confirm that?
The representative from the Philippine National Police here? I don't think...
But I also learned. You can verify from your counterparts. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chairman, at salamat
Thank you.
po sa pagkakataon.
Can you please provide us with a comprehensive report about what Senator Tolentino provided us with this vital information? Because I, as chairman, find it very, very alarming that we are sending or we are encouraging or whatever cadets or even our high officers to Beijing. Please provide us with a comprehensive result. Within
Yes,
a
Your
week?
Honor.
Pwede ba within a week?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Yes, Yusek Mapago.
Mr. Chairman, kasi po na last na lamang po, baka ko makalimutan.
Okay.
Directed sa DND, meron ho ba tayo mga computer hardware na made in China sa military? Meron po kasi ako narinig at one time, bumili na po yung ating militar na mga computer parts, mga laptop computers dahil mura from China. Is that true?
I have no idea, no report regarding that, Your Honor.
Can you start checking po?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Rafi. Yusek Mapago?
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, thank you for this opportunity. Idadagdag ko lang po, hindi lang po military pinapadala sa China. May mga nag-aaral po doon, mga postgrad invite from China po, mga scholarship, civilians.
Iniimbita ng Chinese?
Opo. Iniimbita. So, they take up postgraduate studies in China.
Where in China? Sa military?
Hindi po, iba-iba. Iba-ibang universities nila doon.
Anong inaaral nila? Ano kinukuha nilang course?
Mga postgraduate studies.
Like what?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Like what?
Marami pong yun, depende po sa available na ino-offer nilang kurso, and then tinatanggap ng mga applicants natin dito pumapasa sa proseso nila.
These are private individuals, no?
Yes, mga natin, citizens natin, Mr. Chair, Your Honors. Mga natin.
Yeah, okay lang yun. So,
That's one way of promoting Chinese influence. Like I said earlier, Mr. Chair, nakakalungkot kasi kalat yan. Even in Western countries, they're doing that. In fact, baka bandang huli, may infiltrate na tayo ng PLA quietly without us knowing it. Dahil marami na pala tayong mga kababayan na pinag-aral doon, sinusuportan pa ng Chinese money para mag-aral doon, and then when they come back, we don't know, baka iba ng takbo ng utak na mayon. And then, pero again, I'm really concerned doon sa mga computer parts natin, computer hardware, kasi alam niyo naman po siguro, taga-DICT, may taga-DICT ba rito, na meron ng way na yung pinanggagalingan ng computer, lalagyan po ng virus yan, and it will be called, if you will, yung sleeper. Matutulog lang po yung virus na yon. Pag dumating sa intended target nila, meron silang pupunditin doon, then yung virus na yon, it will do what is intended, it was intended to do. Yung pong delikado. Kaya nga po, kayo sa military, wag po kayong bumili ng mga computers na galing po sa China. Please lang, wag po talaga.
Can you check on this, Yusek Espino, and please give us a report.
At yung mga personal po ninyo, wag din po bumili ng mga cellphone from China. Hindi po. Yeah. Bumili na kayo. I'm not gonna, wala pong i-endorso na brand. Wag lang pong China. Oh. Okay. Pero po yung, ano ba ito? Oh, meron pala itong, ano to? Oh, Miss Latel signed deal to build facilities in military camps. Oh, China to. AFP, Miss Latel signed deal to build facilities in military camps. Oh, Miss Latel consortium includes Chinese government. Oh, ba't yung pinayagan to? Oh, magbibuild ng
cell site. When was signed?
Yeah.
Senator Rafi, when was this signed?
Kailan ba itong ano to? September 2019, itong article na ito.
2019.
I'm just quoting Rappler, ito sa article sa Rappler. 2019, September 11, 2019. AFP, Ms. Latel signed deal to build facilities in military camps. So, ibig sabihin, yung Chinese ay nakipagpirmahan sa AFP natin na para mag-build ng mga facilities, telecom facilities inside Camp Aguinaldo at sa mga kampo ng military natin.
This was during the previous administration, this
yes,
was
of course.
In 2019.
Yes.
No?
Ano pong status? Ito ata yung dito. Dito. Yes. Ano po na status noon? Na-build na po yung tore ng dito na ang nag-build po China?
Yes, sir. We will just submit a report on Your Honor, sir, regarding that.
Baka pwede yung pakibaklas. Instead, maglagay lang tayo. Okay lang sa akin kung yung Globe, Smart,
Yes,
yung sa atin. Pero kung maglagay po tayo, maglagay tayo ng telecommunication na mga bagay-bagay sa military from China, ibang usapan po yun. Di ba? So baka pwede yung mga telecom facilities pagbawal na po muna ilagay sa ating military camps just because meron po nangyaring sigalot sa ating bansa ngayon between China and the Philippines. Di ba? So ano po nangyari doon? Wala kayong status?
We do not have a status on that, sir. But we will furnish you a copy of a report.
In fact, if I remember, Mr. Chair, during the last hearing with the ICT, I did mention about this, and the ICT confirmed na may risk nga raw talaga na para allowing. Although may mga ibang telecommunication company tulad ng Smart and Globe na inallow din ng mga kampo ng military natin, pero meron yung risk na i-allow natin yung China na maglagay po, mag-put up ng telecommunication facilities, equipment sa kampo natin, militar. Na nandun yung risk na madali silang pwedeng mag-eavesdrop sa atin. Of all places, bakit sa lupa ng military? Di ba?
At any rate, can you just submit to us the status report of what Senator Rafi has mentioned? Pwede within the week? So we can share it with some members of this committee. Anyway, this happened during the previous administration. I think you already have all the documents ready. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Senator Rafi, any other questions?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I hate to be makulit, pero please lang, pakibaklas na po. Yung mga computers na galing China na ngayon ay nasa military facilities, military properties, pakialis, remove immediately, and then ito pong pasilidad na China po ang nag-construct, telecommunication facility, kung pwede ho, i-cancel na po yung contract at paalisin na po. Siguro this is one way to show this Chinese government, Chinese na binubuli nyo kami, ito yung kapalit na hindi kami papayag na hanggang ba naman sa loob ng lupa namin nakapasok kayo. Hanggang dyan lang kayo sa laot pero wag na dito sa loob ng Pilipinas. Yun lang po sana message, strong message that we can send to them at least. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon, ikaw bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.